Hey guys, before we start this video, I just realized I forgot to mention a very important part for this update video. A lot of these decisions that I was thinking that would lead me to decision was basically confirmed by, I don't know where I'm going to put the video on the editing, but somewhere like where my hands are, I'm going to put a video up on the screen by Last Curry here. It's a 4-minute and like 23 video explaining the pros and cons between Twitch and YouTube. And it already confirmed what I was thinking between the two platforms. So this video confirmed a lot of the theories inside my head I had about each platform and why I've made the decision I have in this video. Now, let's get on to the actual video. Hey guys. I know, it's been far too long. I will try and take up as little as your time as possible while still going over the main points I want to talk about here today, okay? I should have made this video probably about 2 months ago. However, due to reasons out of my control, I just have not been able to. So, for those on my Discord server, you'll know that I've been streaming on Twitch primarily, pretty actively I would say, for the last basically ever since I stopped doing YouTube. So I'll just rip the band-aid off right here and just basically say, yeah, I'll be coming back to YouTube. That's my primary platform. And this isn't like in the past where people being in the community know that I used to do hot potato upon jumping across each different platform, even platforms that no longer exist, like Mixer, platforms that do like DLive and stuff like that. Like I jumped around so many different streaming platforms, honestly. But now, this time, I've got a logical explanation, okay? So why the change from Twitch to YouTube again? Well, as much as I've been enjoying it over there, when I streamed last night, streaming Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, doing the new Glamour Terra Raid event and Mass Outbreak event, and then going ahead and later part of the stream doing the Sprigatito eggs shiny hunting for the Paldea stars, I've kind of realised something. As much as I enjoy, talking with the regulars that come throughout the stream, and even though they are occupied with certain reasons I will not disclose here because it's more personal to them than anything, quite a lot of them are at the moment, all at the same time, unfortunately. That's just bad luck, you know what I mean? It's nobody's fault for that. Absolutely no one's fault at all. Not mine, not theirs. Just bad luck, timing-wise, What I realised is last night, when they're not there, there's like no chat interaction. It really is hard to keep a stream going and keeping that enthusiasm when it's just so dead quiet for so long, you know what I'm saying? The realisation I had, though, if I'm being honest, guys, isn't necessarily that I don't enjoy streaming when there's barely anyone there. No. But the realization I had is, and it randomly hit me out of nowhere, I don't know how it hit me, but it did. Even if all of the regulars were to be there at the same time, what I've not realized up to now is always the same people. Not that I don't enjoy the presence, I love having them around, but if I'm trying to grow a Pokemon dedicated channel, right, on a primary platform like Twitch, which factually has no discoverability, you can look this up if you don't believe me, it is factual, that is a true fact. Aren't I just wasting my time at that point? YouTube streaming, especially this year, has gotten more traffic and more attention ever since Twitch has ripped the band-aid off with the whole multi-streaming thing and been able to actually multi-stream to multiple platforms at once. A lot of the big creators, not just in the Pokemon space, but across the board, streaming-wise, like on Twitch, I've done YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So I bet you're sitting there thinking, okay, why don't you just multi-stream in? We'll get onto that. But why I think YouTube is better than Twitch is simply for, it's not just stream, it's just only as discoverable as you're live, and even when you're live, it barely has any discoverability anyway. I feel like on Twitch, you need to know somebody who's higher up the ranks. It's more about who you know rather than what you know. Ever heard that saying? That's the kind of vibe I get from it. I really enjoy streaming Twitch. I love the, want to watch chat interactivity. I like more the community vibe on there, but I feel like due to the reason I'm about to explain, YouTube is by far the better pick. It has live streams, which turn into VODs the absolute nanosecond you click the end stream button. So because it returns to a VOD, and if you keep it public, that is discoverable content 24/7 around the clock. Let's say you're streaming a new, like in my scenario, say I'm streaming a new Pokemon game, Winds and Waves. Someone wasn't available to watch me live because of time zone. I know someone on my Discord server that would like to watch me quite a lot, but he already said that time zones make it very hard, which fair enough, it is what it is. But with VODs, if he wants to see a particular reaction to when I play Winds and Waves. Maybe a cutscene might happen in the game we don't know about right now. You want to see my reaction to that, you can just skim through the VOD and see that exact part, that 2-3 minute cutscene, whatever it is, and you can see my reaction, you know what I mean? Then you've got your regular videos, you know, video on demand. Well, I think that's what they call it, but you know, regular video, the video tab, like the majority of content you consume on YouTube, they are what I would consider the bread and butter of discoverability for a channel, you know what I'm saying? They're like your regular content that's semi-consistent, if you know what I'm saying? And of course, what I honestly call the cheat code on YouTube, the third thing, YouTube Shorts. Now, there are ways for me to be able to easily, time-wise, make shorts. So, there is an OBS plugin, which I'm recording as an OBS for those wondering, called Atom Vertical. But I also believe the Atom Suite also has a clip feature where you can save and you can like designate how long it will save back. Like, it's called a flashback recording, essentially. Like, you can designate how many seconds you want to save back in your stream. Like, for example, if I set to 60 seconds, when a funny moment happens in stream or a really like clip-worthy like thing for a short happens, I can click a button and it will save the last 60 seconds off the stream into a clip locally on my PC. At that point, all I need to do is put it in Sony Vegas, get like a program or something that can add automatic subtitles, and then maybe edit in like the, can't remember what they call it at the moment, but like, you know how you on YouTube Shorts people have the little pop-up saying follow them on Twitch, follow and subscribe on YouTube, that kind of thing. I think it's called a lower third graphic, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got those saved. I just have to edit that in and I'm done. And it takes no time at all. YouTube Shorts are very low file size and it can be uploaded very fast. And seem to hit a lot more people, a lot more traffic than the traditional video stream would. Okay, so we got that out of the way. My reasons for wanting to do YouTube. Now, why am I not multi-streaming? Give me a moment while I just edit this, and I'm going to call it bring up a browser here. As you can see, my download, not bad for a rural connection for non-fiber, right? About 60, 61 maybe, because I'm obviously on a TP-Link Ethernet. My upload speed, that's the thing that stopped me from multi-streaming, as you can now see. To do a 1080p, 60 FPS, 6000 bitrate stream, as far as I'm aware, it's around about, okay, I just had to double check that. I thought it was 6, but yeah, somewhere in the realm of 6 to 12 megabits per second. I have around about at cap 11 megabits per second. What this then means is I can do pretty comfortably one stream with a little bit of headroom, but I absolutely cannot do 2 streams at once without sacrificing quality on either stream. Can need to send 2 streams through, you know what I'm saying? Now, here comes the part why I waited so long to make this video, which it should have been a few months earlier. So I was promised by a company called OpenReach, right? Which I don't know if they're only like a company in the UK or whatever, but they basically build the lines so then your ISP can go and offer your service like full fiber broadband. I was told by the end of June 2026, full fiber broadband would be available to order at our property. It is now, checks the bottom right of my PC, the 8th of August 2026, and this is now the 5th or 6th email. They're like, oh, we are still investigating this issue, we are still investigating this issue. And when they give you a date and say, oh, we will be back in touch by this date, or we'll be back in 5 working days, only once out of the 5 or 6 times I've pushed it back have they actually gotten back to me before the promised date. It's usually 2 or 3 days afterwards every time. So you can imagine my annoyance. I was promised something, that's why I held back on doing YouTube. I'm like, oh great, I can multi-stream, I can do both. And then this back and forth all summer has been happening. So it's not been exactly great, has it now? Because it's not just a simple of when the lines are built, I'll have full fiber. No, once the fiber's built, like as in like the lines are built, you know, I then have to go to our ISP and upgrade our package, which then requires probably an extra couple of weeks for to be organised an engineer visit, and then the full fiber to be fully online and installed. So where am I going with this? Well, I said I was moving to YouTube, my main platform, because of the reason I listed about the discoverability. Discoverability seems to be my biggest issue right now when it comes to streaming. and making content in general. So it's a no-brainer being on YouTube as the main platform and Twitch the secondary is the obvious choice, logically. This does mean until the full fiber comes in, I will not be streaming on Twitch because I just do not have the resources to be able to do both at once. So if you see some streams of YouTube, or some like Pokemon streams on YouTube, like in your notifications, don't be surprised. My last stream on Twitch will be this video should go out on Saturday. The last stream on Twitch for a while should be this Monday coming, I believe it's a Saturday, so that it would be on the 10th of August 2026. It will be a Splatoon Vader stream, and we will 100% the game by completing the what's called Bottomless Buffet in that game, which is a 100 floor gauntlet. We are at the 91st floor, so I expect to beat that on Monday. Now let's take a step back and remember what my upload speed was, around about 11 megabits per second. You wonder why I always usually miss my upload times. I want to do a semi-consistent schedule for uploads, like 3 videos a week or whatever, whenever I can during the middle of a series. And why I'm always so inactive and take a long, like 6-month break between all of it. And the fact that I get demotivated. The last episode of the Teal Mask series, which I believe was about a 30-minute episode, right? You want to take a guess? 30 minutes, 1440. I also uploaded 1440p for the Gurren codec, so there's no like graininess in my videos, so it forces the VP on any codec. This might go over a lot of people's heads, but essentially the TLDR on that is it makes the video quality look better and less pixelated depending on the game you're uploading, if it's like fast motion content, okay? Take a guess though. Take a random guess. How long did you think it take for a 13-minute 1440p video to upload? If you said 4 hours and like 15 minutes, you would be correct. Oh, but you're probably thinking, oh, that's not bad, you know, while it's uploaded, you can go ahead and do other things on your PC, like play games, or like, you know, be in a Discord call, or watch YouTube even, about that. My upload bandwidth is so fragile, to the point where when I'm uploading a file on this PC, my ping goes to 999 milliseconds, or ms. Which means that while that 4 hour period, that 4 hour 15 minute period, 4 minute 15, did I say 4 minute? 4 hours 15 minute period is going on, my PC in terms of online connectivity is rendered completely useless, and it's nothing more than a piece of scrap metal. And this is one of the more important factors I'm going to mention, is time. I've not really been able to do YouTube how I've wanted to because of the word time. I have to basically sacrifice all my free time, all the games I play in my spare time, but I want to be able to do the same consistently in the moment. I was planning to come back when I had the full fiber, because then I had much better upload bandwidth. I would have the bandwidth to not only be uploading videos at a much faster rate, also streaming while uploading at the same time probably would even make a dent in the quality that I would do, as a lot of these big creators tend to do. And another thing, when it comes to stuff like Pokemon Present reaction and direct reactions, anything that's like based on like reacting to a trailer, I would be able to get that dramatically faster. Probably, if I had to guess, from once that direct / Pokemon Presents ended, I'd probably get the video within the hour, easily. Like I've got the hardware to be able to, like, you know, video render pretty well. I've got an RTX 5070. My renders are not the problem. The majority of time that it takes me to upload a video to YouTube is the editing process, but that's normal. And more importantly, the upload is the big bottleneck. I feel like because of the lack of speed we have in our area currently, until it gets built soon, which I'm led to believe it will be based on what I've been told via emails, it's just a struggle though, isn't it, guys? Like with the speed that I've got. Like that, it just demotivates me, like, you know, when it takes, you know, I just can't do what I want to do. Like I have to sacrifice all my free time, all my relaxation time, do my own things offline to get these videos out, and I just wasn't willing to do that, you know. With the full fiber though, that's going to be able to change. I'll be able to do all that while uploads are going on. And to be honest, you know, this is just an estimate, right? But a video that takes 4 hours 15 minutes to upload, going from about 11 megabits per second to the package I want to get, and I'll be helping to pay towards actually, will be on average, according to what they've told me, 'cause this is my neighbor, the two doors down, so it'll be the same speeds we get, will be 105 megabits per second upload. So over a 10 times increase. So you can see how much better that's going to be. So if we do the same math, 4 hours 15 divided by 10, that is a total of 255 minutes. You divide that in 10. That 4 hour 15 minute upload should now become a 25 minute and around about 50 second upload. So you can see already I'm saving about, let's just call it 25 minutes just to round up, okay? Or round down, I guess, a whole number in this case. I believe around about 3 hours and 40 minutes of extra spare time I will save. And that's for the videos that are on probably the longer side, you know. I also do have some video ideas that are like proper long form, that are like doing a whole gameplay through in one video, but with a twist. I have not seen anyone in the Pokemon community yet doing as a video I've been wanting to make for years. So I will complete all my playthrough stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the middle of doing the Teal Mask, complete that. Then we'll do the Indigo Disc, complete that. Do Base Game Legends ZA, upload that. Do the DLC Mega Dimension story, upload that. And then hopefully be ready for Winds and Waves when that comes out sometime next year. And one other thing I want to point on, not that this affects me, this is the reason why I stopped making content, but there is this one person who caused drama in my Discord community about 4 or 5 years ago, right? He literally either has a bot or he has notifications on. But every time I upload a video or a VOD, basically whenever the notification of a video or a live stream ending is a VOD, he is always there to dislike it, to click on the video, dislike it, back out the video. After around about 2-3 hours every single time I upload a video, if it's within the afternoon to evening time, UK time. I know who the guy is. I know what his username is. I will not give him the attention he wants here. Let's just say, bro, with the updates YouTube has made, so you can't even see how many dislikes a video has got, you are just wasting your time. It doesn't affect me, it doesn't affect the viewers like how it used to, where if they see like a video on like 0 likes and 3 dislikes, people aren't going to see that anymore, especially not the majority. There might be a few people that might install like, you know, third-party plugins to restore the like and dislike stuff, but the vast majority of casual watchers on the platform that just don't even watch with a PC but watch with their phone as an example will not see that. So again, man, it's up to you. I don't care either way if you put a few dislikes in. Do what you want, to be honest, I really don't care. But like, you're just wasting your time, man. I'm just saying this to your benefit, alright? You know who you are. The person who starts with a B, ends with an A, and second name begins with a W, ends with an A. You know who you are. You certainly know who you are. The person with the alligator profile picture. I'm not saying your name, I'm not giving you the time of day whatsoever. Because to me, you are a complete piece of shit. You're a plague in this community. And I have no problem saying that, because I will not back down from what I believe in. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to get it off my chest because he's been doing that consistently for 4 to 5 years. Like, how sad do you have to be? Like, literally go outside. You see that light up there? The outside world. That's called the sun, my guy. Have you ever heard of it? Go touch some grass. But anyway, hope you guys understand my reasoning for why. Logically this time, I'm switching back to YouTube. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna have to learn about how YouTube streaming works more. I'm a lot less confident about understanding how the back end of the YouTube streams work compared to like Twitch, for example. And that is another thing I need to really improve on. I am not good at making thumbnails, if I'm being honest. I need to try and improve that. Be trying to learn and get some experience of it. The thumbnails for the streams, especially if it's just the same stuff I'm doing over and over again, like grinding towards something or whatever, do expect me to reuse quite a lot of the thumbnails. Like, just like, I will have like a template thumbnail where I could use for like, for example, if I start playing Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green and release on the Switch this year, if I start doing like, you know, shiny resets for that or something live, then do expect me to use the same exact thumbnail of that until we eventually get it. I don't really like making thumbnails, probably because I'm not good at it, but maybe if I get better down the line, I might enjoy it a bit more. But I do understand that my thumbnails, they're a lot better than when I first started, granted, but they still need to get better. And like, just something that I just have to learn with time, you know what I mean? I'll try and make them to the best of my ability, but not promising they're going to be anything like out of this world, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a graphic designer, I'm not an artist or anything like that. If anything, I'm like completely on the opposite spectrum for that, so don't expect like my thumbnails to be a work of art or anything like that, you know what I mean? I just try and make the thumbnails good enough so they kind of like give you an idea what the video is going to be about, accompanied with the title. So yeah, I believe that's everything I wanted to talk about. So if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments below. In the description will be my Discord server too. If you want to ask me more questions privately or one-to-one, feel free, I'm open to do that as well. But I was about to wrap it up, but let's talk about the upload schedule. I can't promise right now I'll have a consistent upload schedule, to be honest. I was wanting to wait until the full fiber was installed to come back to have a consistent schedule, okay? But at the moment, with how long it takes to upload a video, that I've mentioned in this video, I don't know how consistent I'll be. I'll just be uploading videos when I can. I will be continuing the Teal Mask series. I've got all the footage already recorded for that years ago. I just got to edit it, basically. I will be continuing the series, hopefully soon, but it's where I get time until the full fiber kicks in. Once the full fiber kicks in, I can get videos up in, like, depending on the length of the video, even like 10-15 minutes. That's going to help me a lot, because what that'll allow me to do is I can edit multiple videos in a single day. Like, let's say I finish the Teal Mask and I'm on to the Go Disc playthrough, and I edit 5 videos in a day. I can all get them up that night and still do stuff in my free time on my PC and all that, you know, be Discord VCs with friends and all that. So it's going to make a big difference. But again, if you expect streams on YouTube after Monday, it should only be Pokemon related streams. So don't worry, I'm not going to do random variety or, like, you know, do stuff that you guys haven't subbed for, because this channel is primarily a Pokemon channel first and foremost, and I don't want to just do variety games that you guys are not expecting, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, that's going to do it for now. If you guys got any questions like I mentioned before, put them in the comments below. But until next time, this is Cube signing out. Have a safe one. That's not how I normally do my intro. Let's try that again. But until next time, this is Cube signing out. Have a good one. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.